20 math skills number 11, negative numbers. When you count down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, the numbers don't end there. 1 less is minus 1, 1 less is minus 2, 1 less is minus 3, 1 less is minus 4. Now the main place you see negative numbers in the real world are through thermometers, and they measure temperature. When you write a temperature, it's not just 24, it's 24 degrees. That little 0 is the degrees sign. Now, when temperature gets hotter, it moves up the scale. When temperature gets colder, it moves down the scale. So for example, if it's 3 degrees and it gets 6 degrees colder, we start on 3 degrees and do 6 jumps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, minus 3 degrees. If it's 2 degrees and it gets 2 degrees colder, we do 2 jumps. 1, 2, 0 degrees. Now, if you have a problem like this, it's 5 degrees, it gets 8 degrees colder, what's the new temperature? The surefire way to get it right is to use a pencil and draw it out. So, we'll put the 0 in the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4. Okay, it's 5 degrees. We start here. It gets 8 degrees colder. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The answer is minus 3 degrees. But there is another way to do that, but it's harder. Okay, you start on 5 degrees and you're getting 8 degrees colder. Now, you use 5 of those 8 degrees to go from 5 to 0. So now we'll take away that 5 degrees and there'll be 3 more left to use. So down 3 degrees from 0, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3 degrees. Now, if we're getting hotter, let's say we start on minus 4 degrees and we get 6 degrees hotter, we go up the scale, we just count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The answer is 2 degrees. Now, if you get a problem like this, it's minus 4 degrees, it gets 6 degrees hotter. What's the new temperature? The surefire way to get it right is to draw it out. There's 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 degrees, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4 degrees. Okay, it gets 6 degrees hotter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The answer is 2 degrees. But there is a simpler way to do it, but it's harder. We were on minus 4 degrees and we wanted to get 6 degrees warmer. Well, we use 4 of those 6 degrees to go from minus 4 to 0. So we take that 4 away and it leaves 2 degrees. So we've got a further 2 degrees hotter. 1, 2, the answer is 2 degrees. Now, difference in temperature. A typical question would be it'd be 3 degrees in London and minus 4 degrees in Paris. The typical wrong answer is to see the number 4, to see the number 3 and think that the difference between 3 and 4 is 1. Well, that is correct, but this is minus 4 and positive 3. So we actually have to count it. The difference is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 degrees. Now, another one here, if it's 5 degrees in London and minus 1 degrees in Paris, some children might say that the difference between 5 and 1 is 4. That would be the wrong answer because it's not 5 and 1, it's 5 and negative 1. So we'd have to count the difference. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The answer is 6 degrees. When you get these kind of problems, again, the surefire way is to draw them out. So, in London, it's minus 6 degrees. In Paris, it's 2 degrees. What's the difference? Let's start with 0, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5, minus 6, and above it 1 and 2. Right, let's find out what the difference is by counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There is 8 degrees difference between the two. Now, there is a much simpler way of doing it. If you want to find the difference between minus 6 and 2, from 0 to minus 6 is 6, from 0 to 2 is 2, add together 2 and 6 and it will be 8 degrees. If you want to find the difference between minus 8 and 8, from 0 to minus 8 will be 8 degrees, from 0 to 8 will be 8 degrees, add them together equals 16 degrees. Well, actually, the short kind of cheaty way, if you've got one positive number and one negative number, when you're finding the difference, you can just add them together. 8 and 8 is 16 degrees. Similarly, 27 and minus 7 is 34 degrees.